market is collapsing right now in the real estate market in Atlanta is collapsing. There's so much freaking opportunity. It's just so much opportunity. So I'm going to do this last one because I wanted to cover what some of y'all renters are dealing with. Oh, I apologize for it. I'm sorry it's like that. When I moved to Atlanta back in 2000, the rental market was not like this, dude. It was not. I think the rental market is more competitive than the buyer's market, right? And what's worse about it is that you've got a bunch of little management companies and you don't know who to actually trust with some of this rental situation because they'll tell you to put an application in. And I've heard people complain about it before. Leon, I put an application in and guess what? They act like they didn't know me. They went with someone else. And that's what happens because you can have 50 people applying for that same apartment. Just because you put an application in doesn't mean you're going to get it. They're going to put you right next to a bunch of other people to say, who's the best one to go with? And that's becoming more and more prevalent in the market, the rental market in Atlanta right now.
So I seen a video about a man. He went to go to an apartment and the family was moving in. And he's like, what the fuck? I had that exact same experience, except for they were washing clothes. And then they even left the apartment so I can tour it. But they left me with their kids. Yeah, like 2 kids. And the leasing agent, I guess, realized and tried to come in and grab them. And the baby just started crying. Like, I'm finna show y'all the video. Comes with the computer room. Nice, spacious. Oh, it's hard. Second bedroom. On the outside, is like there's no ceiling, like I don't like doing it. Closet. The other room just how it goes in. I'll sit here. Third bedroom. Again. No one. All the spaces the same, really good. Let's talk about it.
Get the pond for no reason.
Aww.
Go to the pond.
Bathroom.
Be careful.
Spacious.
Jesus. What you think so far?
So I finally found my place in Atlanta. And
Wow. I hadn't experienced that yet. Literally, the other family was still in the house. Renting in Atlanta, my heart goes out to people that want to rent in this city, man, or need to rent in this city. It is probably the most horrible thing to deal with, in my opinion. Horrible. And look at my dogs going crazy, man. Come on.
I'll tell you, if you're looking for an apartment in Atlanta, like, please use discernment. Because when I tell you, these apartment complexes be scammed. First of all, the fact that so many of these apartment complexes in Atlanta is charging upwards of $300 just to put in the application. And the way that they doing it, you know it's a scam. And you know something about it just can't be legal because they doing it as $100 for an application fee and then $200 for like an administrative fee. But the administrative fee is non-refundable whether you get approved or denied. So ultimately, it's all the application fee. Another way that I feel like these apartments really be scamming in Atlanta is that they'll be promoting these promotions. But the thing about it is they'll have you put in the application and they'll hold up your application to after the promotion is over. And they do it like that because they know that you don't really want to throw away your money. So it kind of backs you into a corner to still have to move into their complex anyway. So if you do put in the application for an apartment and they have a promotion going on, first off, ask them how long is your application going to be? And if that application gets approved after the promotion, will you still get that promotion? Another way that they be scamming on these promotions, if they do end up giving you the promotion, is a lot of times they won't tell you that they won't apply that promotion until the second month of your lease. So if you got a set moving cost and you expecting a promotion, make sure you know that that promotion is going to get applied the day of move-in. And the last thing that I truly cannot stand about 90% of these complexes, they do not answer the phone. Like, you are not going to hear from these people. And bro, they always act like you bothering them. And I'm telling you now, if you get a leasing agent like that, like, do not apply at that complex because I'm telling you, they will hold up your application process and you'll waste so much time just waiting to hear back from the people.
Rule of thumb. The rule of thumb is if you feel it, like if you sense it, if you in any way, shape, or form, like get it like that little feeling like, I don't know if I want to do this, follow that thought. Follow that thought. From someone that's lived on the south side of Atlanta, I've lived in multiple apartments before I even bought a house. And my dog is going crazy right now. I'm hoping that one of my kids will actually be able to stop him. I've seen it, and I've seen it all. So I would say, for a large part, hey, if you get that feeling, just go with your gut feeling. Don't mess with it.
I wouldn't wish apartment hunting in Atlanta on my worst enemy. But the worst part about searching for an apartment in this city is going to a really nice building, and seeing a whole bunch of dudes on the property that look like they don't belong there. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
I'll never understand why beautiful, successful women love moving into a nice apartment, and the first thing y'all want to do is invite your homeless boyfriends to move in with you. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I ain't talking about like legit homeless people. I have a lot of empathy for them. I'm talking about y'all's lazy, good-for-nothing boyfriends that just want to lay up under you all day. Their new mama. You might as well tell little buddy to find his own spot. I don't want to be the guy that moves in and has to constantly call security because your man and all his little friends is roaming around the property doing whatever. I don't want to be that guy. But anyway, as soon as I move in, I'm calling security.
You know how many people actually came to rent one of my units from me, and it's like you see the woman, you know that she's hardworking, she's kicking butt, and then you look at the dude, he like, oh. And then he fill out the app, and it's like she does great things. He's still trying to figure out stuff. Ladies, if you're gonna find a place and you're gonna have to fill out the application with him, try to get him a job before, or tell him he can't live there.
So on my 1500 reason for why I'm moving
in Atlanta feel like their place is your place. I don't know how. I just don't figure it out. I've just seen it too much to say that it's not just a mistake. For whatever reason, they just prey on the women that can get apartments.
out of this luxury high-rise apartment. Heavy on the luxury high-rise apartment, okay? It's silly, but it's whatever. I don't give a freak. I think they have found my TikTok. Property manager, he's so not nice. Downstairs talking to the leasing agent. I needed a parking pass, right? Because remember, circling back, remember I told you guys I was not paying that $30 for a parking pass when I was only gonna be here for a few days? Yeah, long story short, I didn't pay that. I got a parking pass. The manager comes downstairs. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. He waves at the leasing agent and he doesn't say good morning or anything. Where are your freaking manners? So I'm kind of like, ew, okay, whatever. So fast forward later on, calls my phone to ask me about my unit so they could put it on the market. And he says, hey, miss, blah, blah, blah. And I said, hey, how are you? He says, I'm good. Do you think he asked me how I'm doing? F no, he didn't. Where are your freaking manners? So I just come to the conclusion, you don't like me. And this is the same person when I asked for help with something a few months, I needed them to fill out my apartment verification. And he's like, I'm technically not here. Whatever. So I'm just like, why are you so rude? Like, I honestly cannot wait until they sign off on my deposit return slip so I can put the meanest fucking review on Google for them.
So this video is for my people that...
So imagine, I've seen these property managers, these guys that they get these positions to for property management. And bro, listen, you see these, you already look at Indeed, you look at Glassdoor. That'll tell you exactly the caliber of people you're dealing with for that apartment complex, the management of that apartment complex. You got to do the full search. You can't just say, oh, I just found a good place. I'm telling you what I'm telling you after close to 20 years of experience in the real estate market. Do your due diligence on that shit. Don't just take it as being you found a place. It'll make your life so much easier in Atlanta.
I've lived in Atlanta, live in Atlanta, or from Atlanta. So I moved to Atlanta about a year ago and I moved to the outskirts. I am in Smyrna right now. And I was like, you know what? I want to move a little bit closer to the city just for proximity and wanting to be closer to things. Not even closer to the city, really in the city. So that's what I've been doing, apartment hunting, looking at apartments in the city. But it's crazy the amount of apartments that I see that are deliberately in the hood, yet you're paying $2,000+ for these apartments. I've lived in multiple cities. I lived in Baltimore. I lived in Savannah. I'm in Atlanta now. And it's just crazy because I don't think I've ever seen any area where the residence is like literally in the center of the hood. I used to be confused, like, oh my God, like people say that their cars get broken into in Atlanta. Like I've never experienced that. But now viewing these apartments and the locations that they are, though they're very beautiful inside, I now see why y'all be getting robbed. Smyrna is literally Sunnyside. And now I like kind of regret ending my lease to move closer because nowhere feels safe. Like I'm touring a unit right now. I just pulled up and I'm like, are we in the trenches? So many abandoned buildings, so many alleys, and it's just insane. And the crazy part is like the areas where are more populated and seem to be safer, they're super expensive. Like this is...
Yeah, so Smyrna, just to give you perspective, the Brave Stadium for Atlanta sits right there in Smyrna. Even though they call it Atlanta, think of it like Atlanta said to Smyrna, we're taking your part of your territory. And Smyrna said, okay, you can have it, but just pay us this. But that's kind of what it's like, okay? So Smyrna, outside of Atlanta, great place to live at, great communities, great schools, great shopping, all of that good stuff. If you've lived there and then you got to move into Atlanta, you'll see what I'm talking about, because it's best place, I think, to live if you're going to move right to the city, or even if you're going to come and visit, or a Braves game, or even a basketball game or a football game. I would say hit Smyrna, because you can jump right on 75 South and boom, right into the city. And you rocking. There's so much stuff you can see.
Not Georgia prices. I'm so shocked. Moving here from Jersey, New York area, I was expecting to get those better prices for like a good area. But no, it's almost as if Atlanta, like Midtown and good parts of downtown, is like Manhattan. Obviously, I know Manhattan's a lot more expensive. Like, you get more of a bang for your buck here. But still, it is heavily expensive here, and I feel like nowhere feels safe. Like, where I live in Smyrna, I literally live in a building where I can leave my car running and run back into my apartment if I forgot something. I leave my packages outside. I don't feel the need to go quickly run and get my packages. Like, I will leave them sitting outside for some time. But these other buildings, and if you look at all the reviews on Google reviews, everybody is saying like, oh my God, my package got stolen, my car got broken into. I'm like, is it worth it moving into Atlanta, like, directly? I'm low-key considering just staying in Smyrna and getting another apartment there, but I just want to be closer. I'm tired of like driving 20 minutes and then hitting that Midtown traffic on I-75. But yeah. So
I would say don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your butt in Smyrna. Just do the drive. It's worth it. It's worth it for your peace of mind. It's worth it for your car. It's worth it for all of that. That's just my take on it. Y'all can choose to do what you want to do. As a vet that's been here, when I first came to the city, I was on the south side in Riverdale. We were paying like $500, $600, $700 a month. When I say we, it was me, my mom, my brother, stuff like that. It was almost like 30 years ago, bro. 25 years ago. Something like that. Some insane amount. It's not like that anymore. Places like Smyrna are probably the cheapest, are probably the safest place, because the police department is always on it to actually live if you're going to be in proximity to the city of Atlanta. It's not going to be cheap. But who cares? You got to give up convenience for safety right now.
I only had to do this one time before, when my college dorm moved me to somewhere with bed bugs, and they wouldn't move me out, so I had to blast them on social media, and then I got a new room. So today's blasting is going to be from Muse ATL, Great Star Community. My apartment flooded 2 or 3 days ago. Since then, it's been 2 or 3 days. I have not had a sink. It's filled with sewage water. It stinks in here. There's gnats everywhere. The maintenance staff is incompetent. The management staff is incompetent. They're pretty much looking at a lawsuit now. But maybe posting this video will help bring things along. I just got home from a long day, and the plumber's here ready to work, and maintenance isn't here. So he needs a wet vac team. He doesn't have what he needs to do the job.
Shorty, them tats are popping. I like those tats. I like them. They pop.
So again, I have extenuating circumstances that make me need to cook my own food. I can't even use my kitchen. I'm starving. I haven't ate home cooked food in 3 days because of them. So it's a lot going on, and I hope that this will be the little push they need to get this shit together.
Okay, hey girl. I know. I was supposed to give you this list a long time ago. I forgot about you. I moved in 3 days. It's been hell. Okay. But this is gonna be the list. I'm gonna put it right here of all the apartments that I've ever toured, and I'm gonna rank them from high to lowest. And like, my personal opinion, it really depends on what you're looking for. Like me, I'm a stickler about a bathtub. Some people only want showers, so that played into my ratings. The area, the cost is not, I'm not really, but that matters to some people. Also, if they have a lot of space, it just really depends on what you are exactly looking for. But I will give you all the names, and I'll put them here again so y'all can screenshot it. Got it? Good. Now, what I will say about my top 5, I just want to talk about the top 5. My number 1,
hey, follow the creator for names.
obviously, is where I live, but I'm not going to tell y'all that. Very beautiful, very gentrified. The property itself, stunning, drop dead gorgeous. I can't wait to show y'all. Some of y'all will probably figure it out, but of course I'll block the name. Moving on from that, number 2, Modera Reynoldstown. Beautiful. I love that apartment complex. Beautiful. I mean, you literally get your money's worth living over there. I toured a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom loft. blew my fucking mind. The next one would be Alton East. I loved Alton East. The only thing is, if you want more space, you have to have a bigger budget, but the property is very, very nice. And moving on from that, I really love Taylor Oak 4th Ward. The only problem with that is the apartment that I toured had a shitty ass view because they were doing construction right there. So it was just a no for me, especially for the price I would have been paying. Novel Midtown. Beautiful. Bitch, beautiful. The amenities, everything. My problem is I feel like it's overpriced. You are paying for what you get, but it's overpriced. Like, not gonna lie. But I think I got one more for you. Oh, Vibe at Echo Street. Love the property, hate the area. But if you're not a stickler about your area, definitely give it a shot. There's a piece that I just...
So I'm gonna tell you, the area is important. It's very important. So don't let some of these communities pull you in and say, hey man, you just love it. You love the amenities that they have. They probably got a pool. They probably do a party every Friday, whatever the case may be. The area is important. Please. It's not important to you until you actually come out in your car, windows are busted, and you're like, damn, where did I move to? Facts, I'm telling you.
Want to clarify because I watched it back and I didn't really care for how it sounded. In terms of the budgeting for how much you want to pay in rent, what I meant by not being a stickler is I had a set price that I did not want to go over, but I did not have a set price that I wanted exactly for my rent. And that's what I meant by that. So as long as it wasn't over a certain amount per month just for the rent, this is just rent we're talking, not the amenities, nothing, utilities, whoop whoop. That's what I mean by that set price. Like, I wasn't a stickler about it. As long as it didn't go over that set amount for just the base rent, I was comfortable with those apartments. So as you can see, if you go online and look at these apartments and stuff like that, they all range in various different prices. Like, some are up there, I'm not gonna lie, and some are very comfortable, like everyday market rate. You know what I mean? So just so this is clear.
If you can't tell, I moved. So let me tell you the horror story about moving in Atlanta or to Atlanta. First off, this is why I've been gone for a few days. But I got all new appliances. And you may be wondering, what that got to do with anything and how you get all new appliances? Well, let me tell you. I came in this bitch on Monday. Let's just say Monday. I'm like, damn, okay, all my shit here. We doing a little walkthrough shit. Cool. Let's say I come back on fucking Wednesday.
Hey man, I'm sorry. Some of the cats in Atlanta, y'all be animated too much, bro.
Supposed to move in on Friday. I come back on Wednesday to do measurements. None of the goddamn appliances here. Them niggas got the washer, the dryer, the microwave, the oven, the fucking refrigerator. I said, what the fuck? And I know I wasn't no young niggas because I don't think young niggas grasp like the prices of appliances. So I know it was on them. Nigga, it wasn't no holes in the walls. It wasn't nothing. It was so clean, I thought maintenance came and did it. It wasn't until I went and asked them. I said, damn, I'm supposed to move in on Friday where my appliances at, that everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. Fuck no. Nigga, everything was fucking gone. I can't make this shit up. And before y'all start, I stay in a good area. It's real quiet. Don't shit go on. You know, it'd be a couple loud cars, but that's Atlanta in general. Nigga, I was shocked. I said, oh, not my lovely area. And no, I will not be saying where I stay because I don't need you goddamn hoodlums moving in.
Atlanta and you're looking for somewhere to live, this ain't it. Do not move here. I'm telling you, do not move here. You will absolutely regret it. I don't care if they offer you 3 months worth of rent free. Do not do it. So just starting off, all your guests, and I mean every single one of them, all your guests have to pay $25 just to park. And if they...
I don't get it. Why is it that they keep doing this to you guys when you're looking for these apartments and then you get an apartment and all of a sudden your guests got to pay? My wife had a friend in Atlanta. We had to pay to park at her house, at her freaking condo. And when that happened, I said, I ain't coming back down this joint again. I don't know. $19 just to park, just for like an hour? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. I'm telling you.
Don't pay, their car is going to be booted within 5 minutes. If beyond their time. If they're supposed to be gone by 6 p.m., at 6:05, their car is booted. I'm not making this up. I wish I was making this up. Let's not get into the lovely amenities. Gorgeous view. Lovely view. Just can't get over it. Phenomenal. It's just something about the box and the plastic that's just screaming luxury to me. Oh yeah, not to mention when the trash people get upset, this is what I'm paying for. This is the valet trash that I'm paying for. Every floor of the parking garage is like this. Like you can't make this up at all. And you know what happens when you try and, address your concerns with the leasing office? You know what happens? They fucking block you. They literally block you. They block you. Let that sink. Let me take my glasses off. Look me in the eyes. They block you. When I say don't move here, do not move here. The management is absolute trash. I've had better customer service going through the drive-through of a Checkers. I've had better customer service at Waffle House than I've had with this management company.
Dude, I play this so that you guys can get it, and when you get it, you get it. Please. Now, if you stay to the end of this video, this last reaction right here, this is going to give you a tip, because I believe
Before I tell you this, no.
And they're looking for me to help them find rentals. I tell them that I don't do rentals, and I don't do rentals specifically for this. Now, if you're looking for an off-market property, just hop into the DM, check out the description, join our off-market property list, get yourself a deal in Atlanta. Trying to even sell the property. We got a flat fee deal. We can sell your property. But when it comes to rentals, there are better people doing it than we are, because they have to deal with this type of craziness. So I always send them to somebody who specializes in rentals. Please don't think because you got an agent in Atlanta, that agent is going to help you find your rental property. It doesn't work like that. Most Atlanta agents deal with properties for sale, not for rent. Unlike New York, or most people coming from up top, they're used to dealing with agents, but here is a little bit different.
This is not an ad, but you will thank me. If you live in Atlanta and you are looking to rent somewhere new, I can promise you this resource, first of all, nobody knows about it, but it is so helpful. It's called Smart City Atlanta, and it's all licensed real estate agents that the city pays, so it's completely free. What they do is they pair you up with a licensed real estate agent who is obviously familiar with the area, and from that point on, you essentially do not have to do any work. You just have to provide them with like your credit score, your yearly income or your monthly income, basically give them like a wish list, tell them what you're looking for. Not only will they set up all your tours for you and make sure that all of the apartments are good rated apartments with good reviews, nothing trashy. They will set them all up within 48 hours of each other, all in a couple days, so that you will for sure get the concessions deals that they're offering, and they get you pre-approved for every single apartment. So you won't be wasting any money on application fees. You literally have to do zero work. You literally just have to say like, this is what I'm looking for, and they will find you the best deal. And they're the first point of contact. So you don't have to do any work. Thank me later. Thank me later.
All right. Yo, hey guys, like, subscribe, follow for more content. I appreciate you watching me to the end of this stream. I do have a bunch of other stories, but I'm going to clip it, because if you don't know, this is my second time. I got knocked off, then I got put back on. But I enjoy what I do, guys. And also, again, if you want to get a private, our private property list, you're welcome to go ahead and do that. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Have a blessed day. Remember who you are in God, and remember that Jesus loves you.